Are you looking for a new spiral staircase design? Well, you're in luck. I've got 5 brilliant and simple, easy to build designs ranging from early game materials to late game. Let's check them out. I will just give a quick spoiler warning. Some of these designs are going to use materials that are only available later on in the game. If you don't want to get any spoilers, I don't recommend watching it, but if you're not that bothered, stay tuned. So for our first staircase, going to be super simple. The first thing we're going to need is 2 pieces of core wood, and then we're going to move over to the 1x1 wooden flooring. I'm going to orientate it so that the planks are going towards our center pole. This is going to act as our center pole. I'm going to hold shift to stop the snapping so that I can do it loosely, and I want to place it on the floor. I want to be looking at the floor, and I want to line up the middle of those 2 planks so that they're in the middle of this core beam, and then I'm going to place another one down there, and that's going to be our first step. Next step, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to use the scroll wheel to rotate the flooring 1 click. I'm going to look at the last flooring that I put down, again holding shift. I'm going to line that up with the center of the pole, place it on. I'm going to place another one directly over the top. And that's going to give us a little bit more height. I don't want it any lower than that. Otherwise, by the time we make it round, you'll see that it won't be tall enough. So for the third step, again, same thing. We're going to rotate this 1 click. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to be looking at the stairs, not the pole, the stairs. Looking at the stairs is going to allow me, the last step that I placed down, looking at that last step is going to allow me to line up the next step directly in the middle of the pole. Again, place another one on top, remove the bottom one, and then add another step on, and as you can see, we can travel up them. I always like to put a border or a frame or a rail, whatever you want to call it, around the outside of my staircase just to make it look nicer, make it look neater. There you go, simple staircase, really good early game spiral staircase if you wanted to do it. It's really easy, it's really simple, give it a try. Staircase number 2, all that we're going to use is stone pillars and some wood. So all you're going to need is stone and regular wood. To start off with, I'm going to place a stone pillar down. I'm then going to rotate the next stone pillar 2 clicks to click to that the outer corners snap together just like that. You don't want it like this, you want it like this. You want it nice and smooth. And this last one might be a bit tricky. There you go. Next, what we're going to do, I can fly, but if you're doing this in normal survival mode, you'll have to build a scaffolding. And I'm going to hire this up. I'm going to go about 4. There is space in the middle. If you wanted to, you could hide a piece of wood iron pole if you're far enough into the game. If not, you're going to be quite limited on the height that you can do this at. So again, I'm going to hire that up by 4. I'm going to rotate 2 clicks, and again, I'm going to hire this up. There we go. There is our central column done. So I'm going to use wood stairs, line the bottom corner up with the left-hand corner of the pillar. Then I'm going to take one of these high wooden poles, and I'm going to snap it in the bottom corner of the next pillar. This is going to give me a snapping point so that I can apply another set of stairs. There we go. So that's a little bit tricky, but you wanna line it up so that it's kind of right on top, so that it gives you a smooth transition to walk up the next set of stairs. Now the next one, you don't need to do that because you can snap onto the bottom of the pillar. So we're going to rotate this wooden pole, snap it in the bottom left-hand corner of the next pillar, and again, there we go. So you want it to look, you want that bottom corner of this staircase to be halfway up and in line with this line. You want this plank to be in line with this edge, and then we can just very carefully remove that one, and we'll keep doing this all the way up. There you go, there's a staircase done. Again, just like everything else, I'm going to add a nice pretty border, because otherwise I think the staircase looks a little bit ugly. There you go. To join these corners up, I'm going to use a 1 meter wood beam. You want the wooden beam in the middle to be in line with the higher one. So as you can see, it's in line with the next one up, and you just keep doing this all the way to the top. And of course, if you want to add a handrail, then you can do as well. I'm going to use wood poles because they're the most basic thing. And then I just repeat whatever's underneath it, above it. And just to finish this one off, I will get some horizontal wood beams. And again, I want to make sure that it's in line with the one underneath it. And there you go. There's staircase number 2. A little bit of stone, a little bit of wood. It's a slightly nicer, slightly bigger staircase that can be used as you're slightly further into the game. Staircase number 3 is going to use a stone pillar as its main central column, and then we're going to actually use stone stairs to go all the way up. I'm then going to take these wood iron poles, and I'm going to place one on every single corner all the way up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to start this staircase by taking the stone stairs, snapping them on there. I want to make sure that the back of the stairs is in line with the column, so that it's nice and smooth. I'm then going to take stone arches, and I'm going to attach them in this orientation, 2 of them, 1 to each side of the back of the stairs. I'm then going to take another set of stone stairs, snap them on right there on the, so that again the on top of the stone arch, but also so that the back of the stairs is in line with the pillar. And this time I'm going to need to add a wood iron beam to the bottom of the stairs. Again, I'll then switch to the stone arches and attach 1 to each of the back of those. The stone arches gives the staircase something to lean on. As you can see on this side, the staircase is leaning on one of the arches. The other arch actually makes up for the floor so that you can walk around it. You'll need the iron beams there for these stone arches to then rest on, and you'll need that going all the way around, hence why you need iron beams on each corner. So again, staircase, I'm going to take the next staircase, attach it on the stone arch that's closest to the pillar, and make sure that the back of the stairs is in line with the pillar. And then we're going to repeat that whole process going all the way up. So wood iron beam, at the bottom of the stairs on the back. Take 2 arches, staircase, again make sure it's lined up with the back, and we'll repeat this process all the way to the top. I don't know why I thought the limit was 8. This thing is going to keep going forever. You can go a lot higher, actually. You could probably go up to well over, I don't know, maybe up to 15, who knows. But that can go fairly tall, so that's not too bad. And again, if you wanted to add a border, which I always do, I'm going to throw a quick border on here. And there you go, nothing fancy on that one, just a wood beam frame right on the outside. And again, you could make a little rail for it as well, but it's fairly smooth. It's quite compact. I think this is probably as compact as you can really get a spiral stone staircase, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Staircase number 5. Staircase number 5 can be made 2 different ways. You can either use the shingled roof, or you can use the thatched roof. I think that the shingled roof looks a little bit nicer. However, the thatched roof will probably match better, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But we're going to use the shingled roof because we're kind of going through the game here. So, first thing I'll do is place down a 26-degree shingled roof. I'm then going to take another piece, but I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise by 2, or clockwise depending on what way you're building your staircase, and I'm going to try and snap the corner, bottom left hand corner of the new piece onto the top left hand corner of the previous piece that I've placed down. I'm then going to do that again. Super simple, super easy. Rotate it 2. Okay, I'll have to do it from the bottom. Yeah, there you go. Rotate it 2. 1, 2. Oh, it's much easier from underneath. Right, as you can see, I'm already starting to get into the red territory. So, in order to support this piece, I'm going to have to put some additional support pieces down. Since we're using a shingled roof, I think the dark wood pole is probably going to look nicer. And because the dark wood pole comes in only 2 sizes, it's either 2 meter or 4 meter, unlike the basic wood poles that come in 1 or 2 meter. I'm going to place them down every 2 shingled roof pieces. So this is the second one, so I'll place it down. I will try and get it in line. Make sure that that piece is in line. The next 2 pieces up, I'm going to use the 4 meter. It's going to be just perfect size. And then that's going to allow us, I'm going to need to extend this. How very unprofessional of me, I do apologise. So, I've got those support pieces in, and again, the next one up, I'm going to make sure that I rotate it 2 in the direction that I want the stairs to go. Place that one down. Again, rotate it 2. Place it down. I wonder how many I can go here. Probably 1 more. 1, 2. Try and get it on that corner. There we go. Now, again, I'm going to need some more support pieces down, so I'm going to pick the 4 meter pole. Go 1, 2. Make sure that this pole is in line with the piece that it's underneath. And another 2 meter pole underneath. Oh, perfect. Look at that support. That is absolutely perfect. So, as we get further and further up, we're going to start realizing that we're going to meet back up. It should line up perfectly. I've placed it on the wrong one. Do that and that. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm going crazy there. So that should line up perfectly so that we can continue adding poles, and eventually we'll reach our maximum height, which will probably be, okay, there you go, there you go, that'll do, that'll do. And look at that. So we've kind of met back up with the first one. You can leave that as it is. There is a small chance that you'll drop down there, so the only thing that I found that looks nice is a 1x1 flooring, which again you could add in. The thatched roof, the color does match a little bit better, so you might want to use a thatched roof over a shingled roof. I've just discovered whilst editing this video, so hence why it seems a little bit out of place, and you may not see this in future clips, but I have found a nice way in order to fill these gaps in. Essentially, if you take the 2-meter beams and you got to place them in pretty strategically, as you can see. That one's not very neat, but I've placed them in. I've placed one in, and then I placed another one in at an angle, and it looks super, super nice. So basically, you just need to experiment with this kind of thing. I'm just throwing blocks down wherever, pieces down wherever. But I'm gonna place the first one on the floor. Place this one a little bit higher up, just so that I can place another 2-meter beam on top. I can then hold shift, because I don't want this one to lock onto anything. And then there you go. There's the first one. And then once you got the first one in, just line the rest up by holding shift and placing it on the last one. And you can see that is such a nice smooth transition, and the color matches, which is really nice, which the 1x1 flooring didn't match. So if you want to fill it in like this is a great way. Works well, looks nice, but it probably will take a lot of work if you want to do it this way. Okay, staircase number 5. We're going with a bonus one now. I wasn't going to make 5, but I have just thought of an incredible design that I think will be quite nice. We're going to be using the new Greuston. I'm going to go with Greuston. To start this one out, I'm going to be using the Greuston medium pillar as our central pillar, if you want to call it that. I'm going to place one down wherever I want it. I want it there. I want it there. I'll take another one. I'm going to place it so that they're kind of overlapping each other like that. And I'm going to do the same with a third and the same with a fourth one. And you want to make sure that they're all... There we go. You want to make sure that they're all fairly close, so that there's only kind of like a big... It's almost like a groove down the middle of each face. And we're going to do that. We're going to place more blocks on, more pillars on top, and make this as tall as we can, or at least as tall as we want the staircase to go. There we go. So there's our central pillar that we're going to be using to attaching our staircase to. I think it looks quite nice. This Greuston stuff, I still can't get my head around it. It is an incredible looking building material. It's crazy. So the stairs we're going to be using are the Greuston steep stairs. There are no shallow stairs. It's only steep ones. And what I want to do for the first one is I want to look for the third pillar up. Bit hard to see because of the sun. And I want to try and line up this staircase so that the back of the staircase is in line with the back of the pillar you can see there. Now, the way that I found the best way to do this is to look through that groove in order to try and line it up. It is very, very finicky, so it might take you a little bit of time, but stay persistent, you'll get through it. I'm going to stick another Greuston steep stairs onto that. So as we can see, the first staircase has actually half embedded its way in. Now, I think that 2 staircases wide from the outside is a bit too wide, and I want to keep it compact, but I think that 1 staircase isn't quite enough. So by doing this, you get 1.5 staircases, half of it's embedded in. It also looks really nice, like the way that it's embedded in. In order to actually get on these stairs, you will have to stick another pair right at the front there, and then that's going to allow you to actually get on the stairs. Now, our second set of stairs, again, this one is going to be 2 up. So the first one was 1, 2, 3 up from the bottom, if I didn't already say that. But this next set, you're going to want it 2 up from the last staircase. So there's the last staircase. You want 1, 2. So you want it right there. You want it in line with the back of that one. So again, Look in the middle. And then it should lock so that this staircase, if you look at it, this staircase here just overlaps in a very weird looking way. But it works. Just trust me. Just like the last one, we want to put another staircase on. And again, 2 blocks up, or 2 pillars up. I keep saying blocks from the last one. And we want to look in the middle, in between, until it snaps. And again, we'll add another staircase on there. And absolute perfect. Halfway up the next pillar, right in between that groove, right in the middle. That's where the snap point's kind of going to be. It looks like what's happening is it's snapping to this second staircase. So you want to make sure that you have that on before you move on to the next one. This blank area here, again, we'll use Groston. There's a Groston floor. It's a 1x1. We're simply gonna, one on the outer staircase, we can then place that one down, and again, just fill in the bottom. The way you want to fill in the bottom is by looking at the little slab above it, and that'll fill in that bottom piece right there. Nice and easy. Do the same. And there you have it. You have a very, very simple, but I think, what are you doing? But I think quite a nice looking Groston staircase, and really easy. Just make your way up. I think this would look great for cathedrals, big castles, anything where you want to use this new Groston material. So there we go. There's our 5 staircases. There is a bonus one. I think a lot of you are probably already thinking about this. If you are somewhat further into the game, it's the Diverger spiral staircase. I think honestly this one kind of is fairly self-explanatory. You can just make a spiral staircase if you wanted to, or if you want to actually make put some effort in, make some new weird looking ones, then you can do. This is quite far in game compared to at least the first 3, maybe even that one if you use the thatched roof. But yeah, honestly, you can just go with this. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learnt something. I definitely did when trying to come up with these. They especially that Groston one, it was very hard to get my head around the snapping point, so remember that one. But yeah, hopefully you've learned something new, and maybe you want to incorporate some of these into your builds. If you do, share me a picture if you can do, and just show me what you've made. Or if you've got something better on a different platform or something, leave a comment, send me a link or something. I'd love to see what you guys get up to. But yeah, as I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you'll join me in the next video.